Hey, what's up guys, it's Cosmo the Coder, and once again, Humble Bundle have graced us with another fortnightly bundle. So I'm going to review it. Now this is going to be a fairly short video for two reasons, and I know I say that each time and it never is. One is I unfortunately have a cold, as you may or may not be able to tell, and my throat is going to give out one way or the other, so I can't talk for too long. And second of all, the topic of this bundle is online multiplayer, which is not really a topic that I'm strong in. As you may or may not know, I'm not big on multiplayer games. Due to my situation, I've got 3 kids and a disabled wife, and the short answer is if I'm ever called upon, I have to basically drop everything and come running. So multiplayer is not something you can simply just pause and run off and do stuff. So that's it. That's in very simplistic terms. It's obviously more complicated than that, but there it is. It's as simple as that. There it is. Really, it is what it is. Right, let's have a look at the bundle and try and keep my voice going whilst I still can. So overall, first and foremost, the first tier, which is pay $1 or more for 5 things. I say 5 things. 4 games, and 1 is a subscription service to Curse. No, I actually had to double check what Curse was. I had heard of it, but I wasn't 100% sure what exactly it was. If you don't know, Curse is a sort of client that allows you to put different mods onto different games. It was originally designed for like World of Warcraft. It's sort of a managing sort of thing. It's a lot more elaborate, shall we say, than what I'm saying, because I'm trying to be sort of not necessarily careful of what I say about it, but I'm just sort of saying that it's something that you basically can pay for, and you get content for different games like Minecraft, World of Warcraft, Skyrim, other things like that. It allows voice chat over the games. It's basically what Steam could be if they sort of added more. There's more to it than that. There's like wikis and other user content and stuff about it. It looks pretty cool, and the actual thing you get for $1 is a 30-day subscription for the premium stuff. Now, what exactly that entails, I don't know, because obviously it tells you you get no ads and yada yada yada. But what happens after that, I don't know. Whether it's something you have to put your credit card in and use, or tell it not to use later. I don't know. Because I'm always wary of these kind of things that says, oh yeah, free subscription, pay this, but then you sort of think, if you don't cancel it after a certain point, it starts charging you. So whether or not that's the situation in this case, I don't know. I'm not going to really know myself, because I'm probably never going to use it, but there it is. That's just me warning you guys. Now, game-wise, out of the 4 that are here, I can tell you I've played Awesome Noughts. For $1, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool price, because right now, if I'm looking at Steam, it's £7.99. No, sorry, it's £6.99. £6.99. Sorry, brain freeze. And it's quite a cool game. It's 2-dimensional platformer. It's an online multiplayer game, of course, and you basically sort of attack. So there's red versus blue, attacking bases, trying to take over the base, fighting alongside people and fighting other people as well. So it's a team kind of game. It's not bad. It's a quite a cool game to play. Just expect to die a lot until you level up your characters. Okay, at least that's what happened. That was my experience of it. Unfortunately, I don't really play it anymore. There was a ton of DLC for it. Additional characters and guns and various different things. I can only assume this is the vanilla game. Whether or not you get anything else with it and so on and so forth, then that's a good question. Now, you'll also notice these official wiki things. The GamePedia is part of Curse to a certain level. So that's why there's an official wiki, so it gives you a whole sort of thing. So I think it's a big push, obviously, because it's GamePedia. So there's the obvious sort of connection here. Now, The rest of these are, as far as I'm aware, mainly free to play. I'm just clicking through here just to double check to make sure things. And what these are essentially are add-on packs to a free-to-play game. So in a sense, it's kind of a way of making, well, not making you, suggesting to you that you play these free-to-play games and you get these extra bits of content, you know. And it's generally, like you can see, starter packs. So you get sort of bonus things to start with to help build up your characters, to help build up your gameplay and stuff like that. Now, whether this is good value for money or not, well, from what the email said about Humble Bundle, it's like $300 worth. The entire bundle is like $300 worth of games and DLCs. So in that sense, yes, it's worth it. But I'm very sort of against this kind of thing, because it's kind of saying to you, you can have this content, but only if you play the game. And I'm probably not going to play the game, to be honest with you. So the actual content itself is not really worth that much to me. Now, for $1, you know, I'd say go for it just for awesome noughts. But I don't know. This turns me off the whole idea a bit. So I'll leave it up to you guys whether you want to do it. It's really up to you. Now, this one's a bit muddled, because you've got the $12 or more over here and the $5 or more over here. So we'll go for the $5 first, just to sort of keep in sort of, you know, monetary order. So for $5 you get again 5 more things, which excuse me, is Vertinus Golf, or Vertinus, the word I cannot say. I have seen this. It looks pretty nifty. It's basically crazy golf or mini golf in a very interesting sort of odd little world. You also get 4 copies. Sorry, you get a 4-pack basically. The idea is just you can play against other people. You can play locally, local co-op, online co-op, or online play, whatever you want to call it. And this allows you. I'm going to muddle now. It looks quite cool, and if I have a quick search, because I just realised I hadn't done that. Vertig. So Vertiginous Off, I actually own it. Oh, there you go. Is at $6.99 for me. So for a 4-pack, that's not bad. That's pretty cool for $5, definitely. It should be an interesting kind of game to play if you're into that kind of thing. So definitely I thought about that. Now I'll skip over the these two because they're add-ons and go straight into War or the Vikings, which again I will. So War of the Vikings is actually £18.99. So for $5 you're looking at 2 games well worth more than that. And now again, it's a multiplayer game. Now it's difficult for me to sort of comment on this kind of thing, because obviously I haven't played it, but also it's difficult to sort of say whether it's worth buying, because it looks like a class-based multiplayer game, and if you're not into class-based multiplayer games, you're not really going to want to play it. The same really goes for all the other ones. These are add-on packs for free-to-play games, so it's hard for me to sort of say whether or not it is going to be worthwhile looking into it. But I think the one thing you should be aware of is that the RoboCraft thing is 90 days worth of premium membership, so it only gives you some of the game for a bit, and then you'll go back to what I assume is a normal version of the game. It's still in early access, so be aware of that. The other ones are, as far as I can tell, full versions of the games. Yeah, there's nothing immediately screaming at me saying early access. So yeah, I have to admit that's a little tricky for me to say anything worthwhile about. I'd say money-wise, it's good. Content, it's a bit sort of. I don't know, not necessarily a grand gesture in terms of content, unless you really want to play the other multiplayer games. Sorry, I need a drink. Hang on. Ooh, there goes my coaster. Right. So moving quickly on before my voice gives out, the $12 tier is 3 games. Well, no, sorry, 1 game, 2 add-ons. Life is Feudal is actually, if I look quickly, is actually worth almost 23 quid. So again, it's another multiplayer medieval sandbox thing with what looks like crafting and other sort of extremely general, not general, I'm using the wrong word, the usual sort of thing that you have in a sort of sandboxy multiplayer game is you build things, you explore, you do what you usually want to do, you know. It doesn't really tickle my fancy, to be honest, but that's just me. Again, money wise, good. Content wise, can't really comment. I can't really say whether it's good or bad. It's got fairly good reviews, so definitely look at it that way and make your own decisions. Add-ons, again, you're basically getting, in this case, a special loadout for Dirty Bomb and an add-on for Path of Exile. Both free to play, and it's, again, if you're into that kind of stuff, I mean, Path of Exile is like is another role-playing game, and so is Dirty Bomb, I imagine. So I basically say, if you're into RPGs, online RPGs as well, or at least want to play some of the RPGs and experiment with them, then this is a good bundle for that. If you're not really into that kind of stuff, then I'm not really sure what, if anything, this offers to you. Because to me, this doesn't really offer enough for me to spend any money. You know, I'm not really into any of the other two. I own the Votinus Golf game, which is pretty much the only one out of there that I would actually be interested in purchasing. So, officially speaking, I'm not going to partake in this bundle, which is, you know, is my own personal preference. And as far as I'm concerned, it's really up to you what you want to do with this, guys. So that's my review of the bundle. It's good on paper. Whether it's good in reality, I can't really say. I hope this was at least a little bit informative to you, and considering this video is now 12 minutes long, I haven't actually made it that short. But thanks for watching, guys. As always, like, dislike, subscribe, comment. Not necessarily in that order. Just let me know what you think, and I will see you next time, hopefully on Thursday, for the Humble Bundle. Oh, whilst I remember, head over to Steam, because, and I will write this very quickly, there you go, because there is this Make Love Not War. If you have Steam, then you will get these 3 games and 2 DLCs for this for free, and you can get them on your Steam client quite quickly. They're not necessarily the greatest in the world. You actually get Golden Axe only, but at the moment there's what's called the Make War Not Love bundle, and if you play certain games on Steam, it helps unlock these sort of content packs for everybody. So it's free for everybody. It's not just me, it's for everybody. I don't get paid for this in any way by Steam. I'm not endorsed by it. So I'm just simply saying, if you like free games, head over to Steam whilst you can and get these, because they're totally free. It should be in your Steam client if you've got it installed. If you don't have it installed, get it installed and you can. Jet Set Radio and Death of Rabbit are fairly good games, and for free, you can't really argue with that, can you? So I'm Cosmo the Coder. Thank you for watching. Till next time.